Hello everyone. Let's learn about more HTML tags. The first one that I want to talk about is the img tag, which stands for image. As the name of the tag suggests, img tag is going to enable us to insert an image within the HTML file. We are going to specify the relative path to the image using the attribute as src. src stands for source. So you're going to say src equal to string logo.png in this example, which is going to render the Python logo. You can interleave the image tag within text simply by adding the image tag in between the text, and that's going to display the image in between W and E. If you want proper formatting, you'll have to use the line break, which is the BR tag. Let's say that you want to display N first, and then in the next line you want to display W, Python logo, E, and then S at the end. You'll have to use appropriate BR tags. You can control the size of an image either by mentioning the width or height attribute. Do not mention both of it, as mentioning both of it will distort the image within the rendering. The value to the width or height attribute is going to be a string value of the dimension that you want to use over here. Even though we specify the dimension, we'll have to mention that within double quotations. You can specify border around the image using the border attribute, and as value you're going to specify the thickness. 1 will produce a thin border, 5 will produce a thicker border. Let's learn about table within HTML file format. Tables have complex format within HTML files because you have to deal with multiple tags. The entire table is going to be surrounded by table open and table close tag. Every row within your table is going to be within tr open and tr close tag. Tr stands for table row. Within each tr open and close tag, you're going to mention the cell value using td tag, which stands for table data. In this example, we have two different rows with two different tr open and close tag. Within each row, we have two different pairs of td open and close tags. So you're going to create a table with two rows and two columns. You can specify the border attribute to a table as well by mentioning the corresponding thickness. You can add a column to the table by inserting a pair of td tags within each tr tag here. You can add an entire row by adding a brand new tr pair of tags, which is going to also contain the corresponding td tags for each cell value. We'll be exploring the table format in detail as part of the next lecture when we learn how to parse HTML files. Let me briefly talk about challenge demo problem 3. This is a problem for you to try out on your own. The tougher version of this problem will be about iterating over a pandas data frame to write your own version of converting the pandas data frame into HTML table format. The easier version would be to explore the pandas data frame functions, and you have a function which will simply enable you to write a particular data frame into HTML file format. Let me wrap up today's lecture by talking to you about resources for self-learning. HTML is very easy for you to learn on your own. W3 Schools is a great resource for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and it's going to be adding style to your HTML file. JavaScript will enable you to add programs within your HTML file. It's a different programming language. JavaScript programming language is going to be very similar to the JSON format that we have learned. You'll be able to self-teach yourself all of these concepts. Please explore this if you're interested. That'll be it for today's lecture.